Alright, this is the invoice portion, and as you can see, I am on my template is copy to Dolby invoice. So I would go here and choose Dolby and go to my item list. This camera thing is going to be interesting. And I would find the part number, which we believe that's the part number. And we would enter the quantity, 3,000. We would enter the purchase order number from their paperwork. Terms, due on receipt, representative Mark J. Scott. The ship date, shipping via OMC delivery. The FOB, don't worry about. When you fill in Dolby Laboratories, this information that is associated with Dolby Laboratories will fill in. This is our corporate office in San Francisco, California. It's shipping to their Ozark, Missouri facility, which that's the information there. The price is there already, which comes from list, item list, and you know, if this item list worked well, it would know that I was already on that part for Dolby, and it would have just pulled it up. 6328447. Inside these lists is where you can right click and find quick reports, and you can modify and do everything that you want to within that, which is where you'll enter any new parts. Dolby, if you were making a new list, I would put Dolby as 0001 in regards to what account it was, because it is absolutely number one. So we put the PO number in there. Then when we were ready to send this invoice, we have all the information in. We would go, if you're missing anything, all you got to do is click pretty much anywhere, and the information just updated there. Now we're gonna do our, this is information that I'll have to supply to you. If you just start typing in the name of what you're looking for, like Dolby, you get you into the D's, Dolby, and we're going to do a Dolby delivery, and we're going to be delivering, say, 3 pallets of this, and it will default the amounts because you've already set up that line item and what it costs for that to happen, which comes from your lists. Then when you go to email, of course we change the transaction. James loves to turn the sound up on here, and this is being slow, very slow, too slow, data using slow. Okay, so as you can see in the to bar, when we're sending out an invoice, the number one place that we want to send it to is accountspayable.us@dolby.com. That's where we get paid from. This Barry Riker, he is the facility manager at the Ozark facility. He's the one that's in charge of it. Very nice person to work with. And the next name, Ellie Jereminos, he's the purchasing agent at Dolby. He's the one that gives us the invoices and the work. He doesn't have to buy from us. There's lots of other companies in the world. This is a God blessing, and we like to treat him real well. This other person here is Rachel Haro. She is the receiving agent in charge of receiving at the Ozark facility. We send her a copy just because, actually though, she doesn't need to be on the billing portion. The only people that really need to be on the billing portion is Jerome or Ellie and accounts. And then we also, I add my own email so that I know factually that the email has sent, and it would be good for your email to be in there as well so that you know that you actually sent it. After I knew that that was right, I would put down here like order finished, job in transit, and then I would hit send now, and we'll work it on the security function side of Yahoo Mail. When I want to just send a packing list, I would go to Dolby Invoice, and it is right there. Okay, that changes your format to the packing list. And all your information will stay the same. Everything will stay the same. You'll just go back up to your email, and it asks you if you change, yes. And all you will do on here, I don't know why this is taking so long. James gets in here. He's got like 20 things open. La la la. Okay. So I would get rid of accounts payable. I would get rid of Ellie. I would leave Barry. I would just take those guys out. I would leave Barry. I would take Ellie out. I would leave Barry, Rachel, myself, and yourself. That way you know that this packing slip went to where it was supposed to go. And down here I would just put in transit. That way Rachel has a copy of what's incoming and she knows that that's expected. Then I would go up to, while you're emailing already, then I would do a send now. And after I actually sent it, then I would go back up here, because I don't know how to do this correctly. I would go back up here and change this to Dolby Invoice, or I would do the packing slip first and then change it to a Dolby Invoice and send it out. Because otherwise, if you leave it as a packing list, the numbers and stuff won't show up correctly. And that is how you would generate an invoice for that particular line item.